Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you all had a great day. Since I haven't had the chance and now I'm going to tell you about my Paris trip and my Israel trip. For right now it is the Paris look. I actually did indeed get this in Paris, France. Same thing with these earrings too. They say love on them. Not the shirt, I got that at Target a little while ago. So I decided, well, if I'm going to talk about the trip, I might as well look stereotypically look the part. Because I was going to say, no one looked like this. not in Paris, no. Everyone in Paris wore black. I kind of feel like I couldn't model. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, I'm so happy because, okay, little backstory. I just bought this new MAC little lipstick. It's new. This one, if y'all are curious, it's a stain and it is truly everlasting. Not sponsored at all, but I had heard about this, and what it is that you put it on and then it's shimmery, but then you take it off and then your lips shall be stained. So it'll be interesting to see. So, and yes, I actually have a Paris MAC story to tell. So, we went from Houston to direct flight to Paris. And that was a 10-hour flight. No, I'm sorry, 8 hour. It was 8 hours. And going back home, then it was 10. So the flight was very nice. It was not a bad flight at all. Nice and relaxing. Okay, so the lady next to me, she was very kind lady. She was actually going to go to Africa, so because her husband had worked there, so she was going to go see him. And there was something so significant that the lady said to me that stood out, and I was just like, okay. And she said, oh my gosh, thank goodness that you're a woman and not another man, because she says it feels to me in my heart that when I'm stuck next to a man on an extensive flight and we have to sleep, I'm sleeping with another man and it makes me uncomfortable. At least you're a woman and I'm sleeping with the woman and that makes me less awkward. And I just did, huh. And I was like, that, okay. That is, how do you guys feel about that? Not speaking bad about anybody, I was just like, that is the most uniquest thing anyone's ever said to me. I don't consider that sleeping with somebody. But do you guys consider that? Okay. So yes, but the lady was pleasant. It was a beautiful flight. Everything was wonderful. So then our apartment or our flat that we stayed in was very nice. We, however, were right next to a club. Right next door. So it was actually a very unique experience coming from the United States and then seeing Parisian lifestyle. This isn't the first time for me. This was my second visit. But how things worked. So going to Paris and then going to Israel, how everyone's weekend was so vastly different than here in the United States, and I never knew that. And if you guys are watching and you know, or you're from Paris, you understand, then that is fine. I just personally learned something new and I'm so glad. And for people who do not know, okay, children get out on Wednesdays. They just get a free day off, I guess. I found that one out. And then their weekend starts on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. Because I learned this through the club, because it was hopping on Thursday, very bright and early day, about 9 o'clock, and people just so drunk and just screaming and regurgitating, and my room was right there by the club, so I could have just had glow sticks going and just could have joined in. Oh man, there were so many fights and screaming of men. Oh my gosh, I was just amazed at how many men were screaming. It's just like, oh my gosh. So But that aside, I was able to sleep somewhat. Yeah, it was actually a very nice experience. We did many of the touristy things, which is no surprise. But my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry. I should have brought my selfie stick. It's out there, but I don't know how to edit, so no one wants to see that. Let me tell y'all about the Louvre. And if you have not been to the Louvre at all, oh goodness, guys, that was just insane. I am serious. I have never experienced anything, and this is going to be an interesting kind of time capsule, because I know that one day in the future this will be entirely different, but right now. So what everyone had was the selfie. The selfie game was so intense. I've never seen, like, if anyone is like, I want to be on top of my selfie game. Okay, so then there would be this painting. So let's pretend, play pretend and pretend that there's a painting here. Or here, we can use this Mac right here. So this beautiful painting, my arm is the wall. So there would be like, Pablo Picasso's rare painting. So what people would do is they'd get their selfie stick, and then they would have their family members or their friends, whoever that they were with, and they'd get their selfie stick and they would actually block it off like this. And then they'd just be like, no, no, no. Rather, they could speak English or not. Just the general, no, no, no. And anyone who tried to get up, they'd actually like hit the people. No, no. And then the person, oh my gosh, so then here's the painting. And then they would be with their camera, or wait, this feels more like a camera. So they'd be with their camera and then they'd just be like, click, click, taking all of these selfies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have never seen that. Just people using their selfie sticks as weapons and hitting people with them. Oh my gosh. And I was just like, this is just disgusting. And the Mona Lisa, you can forget the Mona Lisa, guys. Oh my gosh, there were just so many people. And again, this also came as a shock because I'm not this type of person. And I'm just not used to this kind of environment. Okay, so then people would be using their bodies to push and just like shove, get out of the way. But they wouldn't just be pushing and shoving. They'd actually go like elbow first and just right in your face, right here, just like that. And then after that, then push the people. Oh, that was so scary. Oh my gosh, it is like, no, the Mona Lisa's not worth getting your tooth knocked out or a black eye or anything like that. So then somebody would be up in front of the Mona Lisa and then they'd be taking their picture. So soon after they would just do a nice successful click. Then here would come another, and then here they'd come with their phone, trying to take another selfie. That's what I'm saying. The selfie game was serious. Woo! And it was just like that. Now, I'm not going to be a hypocrite over here and say that I didn't take a selfie. I did, only in front of the Eiffel Tower with Esther Chessa. She was with us. And then myself. But nothing to the extent of what these people were doing. Nothing like that. And I was just like, And I took some pictures of people taking selfies of themselves because of how ridiculous it was. And so after the Mona Lisa, then there would just kind of be like this awkward spill of people looking rather disgruntled and upset that they couldn't see the Mona Lisa. So on the wall, then there was this huge, beautiful, it was stunning Last Supper. I'm sorry, I don't know who did it. It was all so chaotic. I couldn't tell you. Maybe on their website, hopefully they say, I don't know. So this just gigantic, beautiful Last Supper. So then with the disappointed spill, then people were kind of disappointedly looking at the Last Supper and just kind of going, meh, with it. So when they say that people are monkey see, monkey do, this person decided to go on one knee and then prop his knee up and then put his arm on it and then pose very dramatically in front of this Last Supper, and then his friend took the picture. So that everyone who's disappointed and watch him, and then chain reaction, then suddenly just this huge line started to accumulate and then people just totally copying this kid just started to do it. And then gigantic lines of people, and then you're like, what is this line? And then you find out it's more of these, don't go near the picture. You can't get near the picture because the person's taking a selfie. That was the Louvre for 2016. Who knows if it'll get better. Whew, that was that. So, and then also another interesting little fact that I found is that the Parisians hate pictures of any kind. So I have never in my life ever had any problems with people taking pictures of random anything. They hate it. It doesn't matter what it is. They were just like, no, get, constantly chasing me out. Even if I just put like graffiti that looks interesting, take a picture. They would just be like, how dare you delete that picture right now? And it's just like, who are you? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I was chased. I've never been chased in my life by people or street market fruit places, you know, like the farmers, there we go, farmers, like a farmer's market selling their things. If I took pictures to be inspirational for maybe my books that I want to make, they'd be like, delete it. Sometimes I'd run off and they wouldn't be happy, but yes. So I was going to talk about my Mac adventure there. It was very, very interesting. They had a Mac and Sephora. And I had shown you guys this right here that was from Sephora, and there was a very nice mall near our flat. So I was like, I want to just see what kind of interesting makeup they have, and I looked extraordinary. I just screamed foreigner, freshly here, and the Mac employees looked me down and just did no. And no one ever not waited on me, but you know, like assisted me. Just I wanted to see anything, just anything that was authentic. Just maybe, I don't know. No one ever told me anything. Even if I was just like, can I buy this? They'd walk away. So that was unfortunate. And they were just like pointing. You know, just that, look at that foreign girl over there, ugh. So, for sure, don't judge somebody by their clothes, because what if I was loaded with a whole bunch of money? No, don't want my money? Okay. So, yes. Let's see here. I actually found a cool anime store there. I was rather surprised, but they didn't necessarily have anything that I was looking for, because it wasn't a kind of place where it's like, yay, could buy some, because I was hoping to find something Sailor Moon. I did find one little Sailor Venus thing, but generally overall it was like, not good stuff in there. Not good stuff. Yeah. So yes, that was pretty much the Parisian. It was fun. I did get sick though. But that one, it wasn't the flu, it was just more like the airplane didn't make me feel well. So for a short while there, I was sick for 5 days, but I did get better. So some of my trip was kind of chunked off, but mostly it was just looking around. Unfortunately, with no signs or anything like that, I had no idea. I had no idea where I was. I was just looking around. It was so very beautiful though. And the people were actually not that bad. They weren't. The smoking though Oh gosh, people love to smoke. Thankfully, they don't smoke inside any longer. Like in 2004, if I was able to tell you in 2004 when I went to Paris, I would be like, no. No, because they used to smoke inside. And coming from a non-smoking, non-drinking, you know, no one drinks often here, it was crazy to see. I've never been in a building where it was actually clouds, gray clouds. It looked like it was storming inside, and then actually, like a cartoon, a waiter had to open the clouds, and you could just see this little bit of his face, and then he would just go like this, and then the clouds would kind of move away. And then they never really smoked, they just held their cigarette back then. But then now they were actually outside. So yes, that was the Paris adventure. Thank you guys for watching and listening. I hope that was interesting and fun. And I will see you guys soon to tell you about my Israel. First time to be in Israel. I shall tell you soon. Take care. Bye.